Welcome back to Dan's Bar! Have I got a surprise in store for you today? I'm so excited! It's even under a napkin. It's exciting! It's exciting! And I'm wearing a cup shirt, and you know why? Because today, we're gonna make a cocktail with Malort. That's right, it's time for a Malort cocktail that's gonna be tasty. Now, for those of you who are not Chicago and have no clue what I'm talking about, this delightful little thing is called Jeppson's Malort. Malort is well known throughout Chicago for something that locals have newcomers taste one shot of, and 49%, I think it says on the bottle somewhere. Most people don't take a second shot. It's very bitter. It's been compared to the taste of shoe, of bile, of things you generally don't think of associating with deliciousness. However, like many things that are oftentimes not great the first time you try them, it actually grows on you. It's got flavor, it's got body, it's got complexity, it's really kind of good, but nobody ever has enough of it to even recognize that that's a thing. So today we're going to try to change your opinion of Malort by combining it with two Cobalt spirits. One is a ginger liqueur and one is a Caraway Liqueur. And yes, I touched the wrong bottles at times, but you can get it figured out. Caraway is basically what you have in a rye bread. It's that flavoring, the big seeds you have on top. It's commonly the flavor you'd associate with rye. And ginger, obviously, is a spice, or root, I guess. It's a very strong flavor that's associated with a lot of cooking things. You don't oftentimes associate them with cocktails. Now, the ginger liqueur, fantastic sipper on its own. It's sweet, it's savory, it's spicy, it's delightful. Caraway, a little bit of an acquired taste, but I think it's delicious as a sipper. But it also is interesting in cocktails because those two are such polarizing, such contrasting flavors that they really add a lot of character and depth to whatever drink you're putting them into. Add Malort to that cocktail, and it's got a whole different ballgame going on. You got these bitter, the spicy, the savory, the herbal, and everything kind of meshes together. And I think that if you try this combination, it's gonna work for you. Now, just to cap off the measure, we're also gonna add in a little bit of our orange extract that we had from earlier in the old fashioned, because that's gonna give that little fruity notes on top of it. It's gonna combine with the sweetness of the ginger liqueur, and it really does give an overall really nice flavor profile to the drink. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in 2 ounces of Malort, that's right, 2 ounces of this delicious little concoction right here. As a side note, Malort is now made by CH Distilling, which is a Chicago-based distillery. So it is now being made, produced, and consumed almost exclusively in Chicago. Who knew? We're now going to put in a full ounce of our Caraway Liqueur to give it that little herbal... I don't even know how else to describe that. Herbal-ish. It's not really herbal, it's more like a spice. I don't know. Rye-ish, spicy, dry, I guess, because it's more dry as a spice. Anyway, so we have the dryness of this, as well as the sweetness and the spiciness of the ginger liqueur. So you got the sweet, spicy, the dry, and the bitter, all kind of combined to give us all the different flavor profiles that we can have. We're gonna go ahead and throw that in, and then we're just gonna do a little stopper full of our orange extract. We don't want to have too much of this. We don't want to overpower the flavors of the other alcohols, but I think it actually matches really well with the Malort, because Malort has a little bit of fruity undertone, so I think it really actually does kind of work nicely together with it. So I did bring out both sides of our shaker today, so we're going to go ahead and give that a nice shake, and as we do so, it's going to cover up everything that I say, so I could say pretty much anything I want right now, and you couldn't understand what I was saying. Isn't that just kind of a fun way to be? You really know, it's not, this is loud, it's like a drum. Alright, I need to find a quieter shaker. If you know of a quieter shaker, let me know and I'll see if I can find something quieter. And as a side note, keep shaking it until your hands start to feel like they're getting frostbitten. You should see a little bit of frost forming on the edge of the shaker, and that's how you know that you really need to put some gloves on, because it's freaking cold. But it also means your beverage is about ready to pour in your glass. For this one, I have a dark matter coffee glass from a taster session, which is the right shape, because I don't want to have too much of the nose kind of flaring off of it, and it's the right it's stem glass, and also it's dark matter, which combining with a liquor that's usually considered to be somewhat of an evil spirit, dark matter, evil spirit, I thought it worked well together. If you don't, I don't care because you weren't choosing the glasses. I was. Now we are going to be all careful-like and strain this using our 2 cups into our glass and only spill a little bit. Should have practiced that bit more. I will say, the color of this beverage is not the most appetizing color you can possibly imagine, but I'm gonna go ahead and bet the taste, spot on. Just to give it a little bit of fanciness on top, we're also gonna take a little bit of sliver of our orange peel and give a little bit of that zest on top, just to go with the orange extract that we added into the cocktail. So then we have both the body as well as the nose right to go with it. So we're just gonna get some of those orange extract oils to float right on top. And there we have our Chicago Surprise, a cocktail that I made up this evening just to make a cocktail with Malort. I really hope it's good. See, that's really good. That's tasty. It almost tastes like an orange juice, but thin, and with that little kind of ginger, and I don't know, it's got a lot of flavors going on. Come over here, give it a try, then you can decide for your own if it's something you want to make on your own. Probably don't have these liqueurs in hand. By the way, the ginger, highly recommend it. It's fantastic as a sipper at the end of the evening. It's really good. I shook it a little bit too aggressively, so I've got some ice chunks floating on top. But that aside, it almost is a little bit like a punch. It tastes like a citrusy punch. I don't know why, it does though. You're not supposed to crunch a cocktail, that's the ice, I promise. Well, that's quite tasty. So, give it a try, see if you can make a Malort cocktail that you like, and I think this might do it. Give it a shot. You might find your own little Chicago Surprise. Until we meet again, have a great practice having your cocktails, and cheers. Take care.